Mega!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the My2020 pod. Like we said, we back with the consistency. We spoiling y'all. And we don't want to hear anything about it. Thanks for joining us today. And folks, we have a special one today. Joining us today on the My2020 pod, SubVsDub. We're getting a little bit of tea right here in the sub. Yeah. We're getting a little bit of tea, a little bit of superficial tea today.
Not superficial tea.
Superficial tea today.
I'm out.
Here joining us, straight from the, correct me if I'm wrong, I have to bring up the notes.
Okay, not the notes. Come through notes.
The passenger seat parlay.
Hey!
Let's talk about it. We'd like to join Val and, excuse me, we just met. So
Sean.
right. And Sean.
Yeah.
And we just want to thank y'all for joining us. So at this time, we just want to let's give a round of applause. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Thank you for having
Appreciate
us.
that.
Baby.
No problem.
We
no problem.
appreciate it.
So at this time, we just want to give you guys that opportunity to talk about yourselves and what y'all do, your podcast. We had a wonderful conversation with Val, and at this point, I'm going to shut up and let her say her
Yeah,
piece.
we had like a great intro meeting. It was like a low-key podcast episode. So I'm like, dang, we had some good content.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my name is Val, aka Valkyrie Rain. My partner Sly and I call him Sly. Y'all can call him Sean. I guess
like
that's your
Sly.
business.
Yeah.
We have a segment on the podcast, Passenger Seat Parley, called Blerdy Couple Tings,
Mm-hmm.
where we're Blerds and we're a couple and we do tings.
Yeah.
Not the only fan things though.
Yeah. We'll break it down, talk about anime, talk about whatever's, things like that. Like, it's a lot of topics that I talked about and discussed. And for honestly, is talking about Black culture at the same time. What
Yeah.
it means to be a Black couple who are nerds, who are totally into that. And that's what we do.
Yeah. Like, I feel like there's a missing subgenre of like just Black nerds and
Yeah.
like pure Black love. And we're not talking about submission and all that other bullshit. It's just a fun time.
Absolutely.
Nah, only when we're doing Smash Bros. That's what I'm like, listen,
Yeah, bro.
you
And-
are going to come in third place.
Yeah, we're going to have to invite Sly.
Yeah,
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
We competitive.
That's a different type of smoke we talking
Right.
There we go. There we go.
Side note, everybody knows Yoshi's the best player, right?
No.
See,
Nah,
told
see,
you.
okay,
Told
so,
you.
Nah.
Yoshi is the
I-
second annoying to Luigi.
Ooh.
Luigi,
rip.
computer mode? Oh, yeah, I feel you.
No,
He's just mad 'cause I would be watching
him
all
mode.
Luigi. 'Cause
Him.
Luigi's that
Wow.
Do
guy.
I'm
little
gonna have to
slapping
smoke
and
y'all.
shit.
He should be in the delegation conversation. You
We
feel
not
me?
doing
But
this. We not doing
we
this.
appreciate y'all joining us today. So, as we set it off, we just want to ask or start it off. And since y'all, I guess we want y'all to go first, but we do a mental health check just to start off, just to see how where your head is at in terms of either today, throughout the week. So, we want to start with Sly.
Oh, thank you.
What is your mental health at? Like a level of 1 to 10.
A level of 1 to 10, 1 being bad, 10 being good. I'm over here like at a solid 8, 9. Today is our 3-year anniversary.
Oh,
so like,
damn.
the stress levels are right here. I gotta make it right. I gotta make it good. So like, I'm happy to do things like that. So that's why I'm like
That's
feeling
what's up.
really, really good right now.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
all
I
right.
didn't
Yeah.
even think he was going to mention that. It's our anniversary today.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yeah, 3
Congrats.
years. You
3
know,
years.
my lucky number.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to alley-oop that. My mental health, I was like, damn, babe, you just gave me a placebo. Because I was saying, I'm
Good,
like, I'm a
good.
solid 7.5. I'm
Mm.
like,
That's
oh, it is
still-
my anniversary. It's really good. But yeah, I'm like a solid 8. I had a long work week outside of in my matrix, outside of this, genre of life. But yeah, honestly, social media, Trump is trumping. I'm just like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just going
Yeah.
on.
He's bugging
I
out.
swear,
Boy.
I can't go on social
bugging
media
out.
without hearing something this man does. So I understand what you're saying.
And all the
Bro.
pro-Black pages are just like outrage. I feel like in this setting as Black content creators, yes, we all see what's going on and we should be knowledgeable,
Mhm.
but let's also not traumatize our culture consistently. Let's not help in that. They're already traumatizing us. Let's just kind of shed some light. Because one thing about it, 2 things for sure, like Black people always overcome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like, we going to be
Talk that
okay.
shit.
You know?
I like that. Talk this
Yeah.
shit. So, fellas, that was beautiful, by the way, and happy anniversary.
Thank you.
For me, I'm a good solid 7. Things are looking better. Like you said, just every time you go on your phone, on social media, or just if you're like me, sometimes I just look at like events or news because I try to stay away from social media when it comes to news because sometimes it's biased, sometimes it's fake, But whenever you do turn on the news, it's either something political, something about these planes, something that's going on in your local community, these cities, people are dying. There's some good things that happen too, but it could put you in a negative headspace. And it'll literally put me in a bad mood. Like, damn, I don't even want to just do anything. But good thing, like one of the key things that you said is that we have a history of overcoming.
Exactly.
And we can't let this stop us. So, solid 7.
Solid 7.
All right, so my man, what about you?
What am I? Like an 8.5.
Oh,
Nice.
That's good.
Vacation coming
Oh,
up.
yeah,
bro.
that's true.
Hey.
I'm out of here.
Talk about it, bro.
Fuck it,
Can't
man.
go wrong.
Going to DR.
Oh,
So,
all right.
girlfriend
Y'all heard about them
birthday.
DR boys. All right.
Hey,
Nah.
I'm going for my girlfriend's birthday.
Okay.
With my
Disclaimer.
girlfriend.
Disclaimer.
Let's not put that out there. She does watch this.
All right.
Yo.
I'm not gonna be at it. I'm not gonna be at like a 10 until like I just sit and relax on a beach somewhere. To be honest with you, probably watch some anime and some shit because she already planned to as well.
Oh,
Very nice.
Yeah. So to be honest, I've just been grinding all week doing Amazon. So and I'm doing it tomorrow. So that kind of
You
the
know
cold and
Amazon
shit.
is Amazon, and boy,
Yeah. So
hot or cold, y'all outside.
yeah. But other than that, I'm straight. I'm good.
Good.
I'm at a 7.5. I told y'all last time with this whole seasonal depression thing.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, this week was tough. It was mad cold.
Yeah.
Like, but next week it's in the 50s.
Yes.
Oh,
So
wow.
spirits is on the up and up.
Okay.
Yeah, everything else is cool though. Work is fine. Life is fine. So, yep.
Amen.
So I'm
We're
at-
all here.
All
That's
right.
good.
Man.
There you go.
All right. Now, I like to give would you rather questions to these gentlemen
Okay.
and put them in a spot.
You can put them in the spot.
I'm gonna
too.
put you on the spot too. I'm just giving
You gonna
them
get it poppin',
a
man.
disclaimer. You
Go
feel me?
ahead, bro.
Because my would you rather's. Now, granted, I think of them on top of the dome. Sometimes I'll like, all right, maybe this will be a good
You
like.
came
would you-
prepared today.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, he
kind of.
You always prepared.
He a Scorpio. He shady.
Oh damn!
Damn.
We're not doing that.
Yikes.
I'm gonna ask the would you rather question. All right. So this is for everybody in our guest. Yo.
Yo,
See what I'm
chill.
talking about?
Mhm.
All right. Would you rather go to jail for a crime you didn't commit, spending damn near 25 to life,
Sheesh.
or live the rest of your life knowing you committed the most heinous crime possible? We're talking Jeffrey Dahmer levels, and never go to jail for it.
Oh.
Live free. What you thought?
That's
What?
crazy.
Crazy.
What you thought? Live
What's
free.
wrong with you?
That's crazy. We're talking about what if I
No,
want to go there,
no.
but what if it's on some
Listen.
Diddy level type shit?
Listen,
No.
me and
Look at him. He
Peter.
should stop.
No. I was thinking like, if you would have said, I don't want to change the shit, but like, if you would have said, but people know you did it, but you got to live with
That's
that.
really
But you don't.
embarrassment.
People know you did it, and but people. Oh, that's a good
But you
one.
get
Like
away
everyone
free.
hates
You got,
you.
and you got to live with that shit. That's tough. 25
You know
life.
what?
You just entered the level up.
Yeah.
Got
I
to.
kind of like
Yeah.
that alley oop though.
I like my man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Free,
You
but
know.
living it.
I still be free because at the end of the day, the way America is, I'm gonna have a hate group following anyway, so I'm gonna be
Yeah,
okay.
true.
Might be a little
Valkyrie
famous,
reigns,
man.
Fact,
man,
yeah.
it's gonna
Hey,
be
but-
tarnished from your.
About to turn
It
into a
is, but
fashionable
you know
model
that
or
Valkyrie
something.
Reign's gonna rise into something else.
know?
I'm
That's
just
true.
like,
Yeah, you'd have to
That's
pivot.
I mean, obviously, when I transition to the next phase of life, me and Peter are gonna meet at the gates. Me and God are gonna have to sit down and talk, and I'll have my penance, you know.
It's gonna be a
But
hard
I'm but to be lied on and suffer for 25 years, that's gonna change me as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be angry. Like
Yeah.
no, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'll be free.
Sly.
Honestly, I would do the 25 for only one reason.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's like, you literally said I'm innocent. And I've heard and seen so many stories like from family and news reports. Like there have been men who've changed their lives around, gotten degrees, had time to like not only penance, but improve themselves. There are prison outreach programs where I can get back to the community. I'm going to find a way to finesse that, turn that into a book, something. I'm getting my money's worth for those 25 years lost.
Talk that
Mm.
shit.
So it's like something's gonna have to be done because I'm not gonna be there innocent. And then it's like on the 25th year, oh, we can exonerate him. We found DNA
Right.
tests and prove that he's innocent. I want my story told, I'm getting that check.
Okay.
Right.
That.
Turn it to
Spoken
gold.
by a true Ravenclaw.
Turn it to the gold right there.
Yeah,
I like
man.
that. I mean, yo, that was hard.
I'm
Yeah.
free.
You
I'm free.
What he said. I'm
Fuck
outside.
all that shit.
Okay.
I'm free.
Yo,
I know
bro.
y'all free.
Nah, I'm just saying.
Y'all have
And then you never know.
Yeah.
If the shit
Alright.
is that
But
heinous,
I'm sure about
Yeah.
you have a conscience. Like,
maybe
you
the
can't
government
live-
might
Y'all
hire
call
me
me
to
a
do some
convict.
shit.
Hey,
Ooh.
pivot.
No.
Okay.
Government might sit there and say, yo,
A
you
little
did this,
John Wick
but
action.
yeah,
Yeah.
go foreign country.
Mhm.
Like, yo, I know how to do this, bro.
Bro,
Yeah.
but, like, what if it's like worldwide? Like what you did? We talking about like,
Worldwide,
yeah, like when
I'm
you
still
travel,
free.
they know about you.
I'm still free, bro.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's hard.
You'd have a target on your back everywhere,
Everywhere
you go.
Hey, man, I better get ready.
Because
You
the
know
court of
what?
public perception is worse sometimes than
Yeah.
this whack ass jujitsu system. You feel
Yes and no.
me? You think?
You
though?
know what?
Some people gonna forget.
If
Some
you-
people gonna love
bro,
and hate me for
Think
it.
about this.
Nah,
This
you will have
Yes.
fans.
Yeah.
You will have. I mean,
Oh my
I don't know if the
God.
type of fans you want.
Oh
but,
my god. No, you might have certain type of good fans and
You know,
bad
Jeffrey
fans.
Dahmer had fans. You feel me?
Yeah.
But we also have to think about these are white criminals and like the Zimmermans and the Dahmers.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
true.
Because we're also black people. So
Mhm.
that
Why
would-
is the
that
only
would hit
criminal I
different.
could think that was like? Didn't mean to cut you off. But why the only black criminal I could think of that was like revealed was like Tukey Williams or some shit? Is that showing my
Who's
age or
that?
something?
and OJ.
I
I was
OJ.
thinking
yeah,
OJ.
yeah.
I was
But
thinking
was
OJ.
He got away
beloved.
with it. He
Yeah.
So
he
he was like the creator of the Crips.
yeah.
Mhm.
But it started from good intentions.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did.
And then
Yeah.
it turned
The Crips
into
Crips
version
and the
of that.
Bloods
Yeah.
were
Yeah,
made
and then
by
it
the
turned
Black
into-
Panthers to
Mhm.
help, and then
Yeah.
somebody went in there and fucked up the
But-
message.
but you know
Right.
OJ did
OJ
it. fam.
history, love it.
We
love
know
it.
There you
this,
go.
but he got
Yeah.
away with it. Look at OJ. That's a perfect
OJ did it,
example.
fam.
OJ couldn't travel nowhere. It's like,
Mhm.
I'm OJ.
But
I'm the
then,
juice.
you see when he came out, he dove right into that shit.
Bro.
He
What
was
if I
like,
did?
it. What
because
if I
the
did do
conscious
it?
slide, the
Maybe it
conscious
was
came
me.
out.
That
Man
was a
started making
PR
a book
move.
about.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't do it, but if I did,
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
fuck
that
with me
part.
type shit.
nah, he wrote a book about.
I know, but like, don't
Try to
fuck
get
with
that
me.
check.
Yeah.
You know they're still trying to fight for his estate, like
Yeah.
the
Oh, wow.
victims. Yeah, because he made sure that all the money he got rid of all of his assets, his tangible ones, before he transitioned. I said OJ took that shit to the grave.
You know what he was doing.
He's like, I have no money.
Okay.
He got money.
He got money.
Somewhere.
He definitely got assets.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm outside, bro.
OD, bro.
You know, you
The
playing
only
it.
thing is, like, this sounds crazy, but prison, jail, whatever, it gives you more structure.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get
You know.
bulky. OD.
Oh,
Not
besides
even on
that,
that-
I'm just
not
saying,
even
like,
that
you're
front.
you're literally on like a timeline,
Yeah.
like every day.
Yeah.
Versus, like, granted, you're outside, you're a criminal, but hey, I might go grocery shopping. Hey, you motherfucker!
And
You
somebody
might deal
pulls
with
up
that.
on you,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you
But-
might have to deal still with
True.
that in prison, though.
Yeah.
Certain people might just
Yeah.
be like, yo, bro, like, I got a
Yeah,
kid
but
or
then, you
whatever
know,
type shit.
But you could be in solitary. If not solitary, you could be in a different type of prison. Where
But
it's
you
like,
got
oh,
to fight to get into solitary.
Now think about it. So like,
I thought you were gonna
let's
say
say
something
they
else.
say the crime is that bad, but
Mhm.
you are innocent. They're going to seclude you with a different type of population.
Yeah.
That
you
is
might be
true.
with a population where it's like, if they attack, they know they're getting life. They have that chance to get parole.
Mm.
You have a chance of getting parole in 25.
Yeah.
There's the
true.
math.
That's 25 years of your
That
life,
depends
too.
on what
Yeah.
how old you are, too.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
it now. Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's
nah.
what I'm like, nah. I'm outside,
35
bro.
is now middle age now, according to the internet. And
Do
I'm
you
just
feel-
like, woof.
Do you feel
35
it-
is middle age?
That's what the internet's saying this week.
Don't
God.
touch me.
Yo.
Damn.
Touch
I
me.
was
Damn,
shooketh
bro.
too.
Don't.
Damn.
I was
touch me.
shooketh.
I saw that like the YNs
Damn,
posted
that
like a
means 70
tier
is- that's
of
it.
like what ages of
35 years
category
ago.
is
That's
like.
crazy.
So you know the verbiage unk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
So I
we're
think
entering
that's
that
like-
age, yeah.
So what is the unk age is like from
36.
36 to first.
Oh, I
Which
heard
is so off.
34, yeah.
I think.
That's so off.
So where do we stand from?
You guys, for right now, for like a couple more years.
You're
or
not that far.
You're big bro.
No, he's
I'm big
Oh,
bro
we
until June.
Until
Then y'all big bro until y'all got a
and
couple of
next year, I think. No,
Yeah.
2 years from now.
2 years.
Yeah.
You said
Then-
36?
Yeah, 36.
Yeah.
Then y'all cooked.
Yeah.
Next year.
That's so rude. I'm like, I am nobody's auntie.
But
Do I
I'm
look like an
35.
auntie?
You really
I'm a
are.
godmom.
If you're no, it's
I'm
30
big
You're
sis.
not.
I'm not
Big
turning
sis.
36 for 2 years.
I'm saying you're
Ain't
cooked
lying.
in 2 years.
Nah, I'm already an uncle, so I'm good. I got 3.
I'm an uncle too, so
I
Hey,
feel
man.
like they need to rearrange this scale for black people because, you know, our melanin gives us extra 5
That's
to 10
true.
year ratio
Yeah.
difference,
That's true.
Mhm.
respectfully.
It was a YN that made this though.
this is true.
Yeah.
So take it with
when
a
you
grain
got,
of
okay,
salt.
see, my Gen Z terminology, YN, does that stand for Young Ninja or
Yeah, we could. That's the
Young
cleaner
Ninja of
version.
Yeah.
multiple flavors?
We
You
can say
could
young
say
niggas,
that.
fam.
Is this for us?
Yeah.
Is this on our side or like Black Instagram? Like it's official? They need to change his age range.
I mean,
Auntie's like 40 and plus to me.
Auntie is.
Listen, you talk to these. Yo, I was watching something the other day. These little kids, I think they were in college. They're like, yo, once you turn 25, you're old. I was like, 25?
25? You ain't
25?
I ain't living.
They said, yo,
Versus-
if your birthday, like the year you're born, if it starts with a 19, you're ancient.
That's crazy.
That hurts.
Yeah, like you're born in the 1900s.
I am so
Yo,
that does sound kind of crazy.
1900s is crazy.
This is the 90s. If you're born, if your age or your
It
year
said
starts
if it
with
starts
a
with a 19,
90
bro.
or 19 anything, you just ancient.
You could be 99 and like, nah,
That's
you're old as
crazy.
hell.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
It is
I'm
easier to
surprised
count.
you
It
don't
is
want to
wild.
be in the. I'm surprised you don't want to train them, the prison people and shit.
Wait,
that-
what?
He could be a trainer in prison,
All
bro.
right.
No, I trained.
He could be the new Tybo
No,
guy.
my-
Tybo
Oh, yeah.
guy in fucking prison.
My
It is
training.
giving Billy Banks though.
Billy Banks is crazy. My type of training.
You be good, bro.
Val is cooking me today, yo.
I'm just playing.
I feel attacked.
Nah, you be in prison
sorry.
talking about yo.
No, it's
5
I'm
months.
messing
Okay.
with you. I love you.
I have brothers. I'm sorry.
Yo, you stupid. You stupid.
You gotta
Nah,
get them legs.
That's gonna be.
Yo, you
That's
will-
gonna be
Don't
Trav.
point
That's
over
you.
here.
That is you.
Do not point over
You
here.
can set them legs. You can make them legs look
Yeah.
right in prison.
It's
bro.
on you today.
Pause, but you
I'm
just
dead.
say it.
That's crazy.
It's on
yo.
you.
Yes. Prison niggas don't work on legs, man.
They do like a million
They
squats.
do
a day.
squats, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, you can revolutionize prison.
Calisthenics is
Wow.
everything.
Revolutionize
That's a
prison.
bar.
Crazy.
I'm
Don't say
I'm saying, man. Training, man.
All right.
Shit. All right, let's move on.
All right. So we went to the New Jersey anime convention a while back.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So while we waited or we were done for the day, we had this weird conversation and this line came out of my mouth. I don't know whose mouth actually it came out of. But I had this distinction that I wasn't a nerd or a blerd or whatever and stuff like that. I was just a nigga who liked anime.
Hey.
Just that simple.
Yeah.
So this sparked off. Actually, it's funny because before that happened, a tweet has set this off, and it was a tweet from a girl who does Twitch and other things, who tweeted, and I quote, "Nerdy niggas be so fine." Right?
They do.
Usually, when you find that type of tweet, an OnlyFans is behind it, right? So it's in the book of Negalations, it's right on.
Not the book of Negalations.
Wow.
Right.
I'm taking that.
That might be the titles. I'm sorry.
So during
That shit fire.
so during that's what kind of set it off, and then during our when we went to the Anime New Jersey, that sparked the conversation about like what do we classify ourselves as, because on top of that conversation, and this is why we're happy to have you here, Val, because we give you us your perspective.
Yeah.
We had said, or the statement was made that, at least I'll say myself, because I don't think y'all initially agreed, or y'all was kind of on the fence about it, where I had said that Black girls in general are not usually attracted to nerds, but traditionally attractive men that just happen, Black men that just happen to like anime. So this is what kind of set it off. You feel me? Because again, so this is why I asked them what they thought, and I forgot initially what we had talked, because this was like an hour-long conversation. Like we
I just think what I said was I didn't really have anime conversations when I was younger when it
Yeah.
came to girls. I didn't really have it until I was like recently older and stuff like that. So
You're hitting on the money. I literally say in my friend group, like, first of all, blerdy niggas is where it's at. Okay? I feel like I do agree that a lot of women, I have this analogy that I put out last season about how I feel like men can be categorized in different archetypes of the Alvins. You have your Simon, you have your Alvin,
Simon
the
and
alpha, the
Theodore.
sports guy. You have Simon, the nerd scientist, and you have Theodore, the little sweetie.
That's a good
Right?
yeah.
And I feel
Sound
like
like
girls
fun.
always be looking for Alvins because they're flashy, they're
Right.
sporty, they look good. Or
outspoken.
they like Theodores because they're sweet. I'm like, y'all sleeping on Simon.
Simon.
Because Simon, I have a type. I like intellectual men, Avi. And I feel like blerds are just so much easier to deal with personality-wise,
Right.
too. Because it's like, you don't have to worry about them being outside. They're inside gaming. They're playing games. They'll drop bans on sneakers and anime and video games,
Damn,
you
that sounds
know.
personal.
You know? Hey.
it was.
You know, but I'm like, hey, but they make money though to support that.
Yeah,
true.
You know,
it's a
and I
lifestyle.
also
Very
feel
true, very
like
true.
I feel like guys who watch anime are also in tune with more like female emotions
Right.
too that I don't think girls take into play because you have your all types of different animes and that kind of helps you guys learn how we think sometimes
Right.
because you know how you have your misas and your emotional
You know,
girls that's true.
As you talk about Death Note because of the shirt.
Oh well, yeah, I
Yeah.
low-key channeled it.
I like
And
it.
then you guys are all in relationships, are you not?
Yes.
Okay, so it's factual, ladies. Get you a man who likes anime. They like
You know,
commitment. Come on.
You know how to treat them good, you know?
Yeah. There you go. And they love you back.
What's wild is that as you were talking about that, I kept thinking of Family Matters, like the archetype of Laura and Steve,
Yeah.
and how Stefan literally was the archetype
guy.
of
Yeah.
I am the now turned from a nerd to cool,
Right.
but it's that the cool factor is turned all the way up, only focus on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like, as you
Can't be
mentioned
both.
earlier, you
Yeah.
can't, exactly.
You can't
Yeah.
be both.
You can't be both, but it's like, you got to think about how the culture has shifted past 2000, where it's like before, it was hard to watch anime. It was like not talked about.
Right.
Yeah.
You talk about it, you're going to get clowned on. Because what do we
Yeah.
have? Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh,
Yeah.
maybe
Digimon.
Power Rangers. Digimon was fire.
Digimon
Yeah,
was
We're
Yeah,
going
I
to talk
love
about
it.
that another one. But it's like,
Yeah.
because of that type of culture where it was like frowned upon to talk about it, it was a secret.
Yeah.
As soon as you found out the secret was actually hip, now it became a huge cultural wave where like, I think someone just made like a content creator made a whole video about everyone keeps playing out the Akatsuki robes and the clouds so dang much because it's a staple of nerd culture now.
Yeah.
When before, that was the clue to get you jumped on the playground.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So now it's like, you just got to think about how trends are being reset and the
Mhm.
narrative about certain cultural phenomenal things
Yeah.
are changing too. So it's like, I think Black men, because we are able to have so many different facets, it's now becoming more accepted because it's in your face.
Yeah.
If it wasn't available as an archetype, if it wasn't available as like, this is something positive,
Mhm.
not negative, it wouldn't be digestible. Now it's digestible. Now it's like, I can try and fit into that little thing right there.
Yeah.
But I also think the subject of what you were saying before about how niggers that play
Damn,
video
why you
games.
do that hard R?
What?
Yeah, you ER'd that.
Yeah, you-
Oh, I did? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I couldn't tell.
Did we say ninjas for the children?
My bad.
Ooh, Walter, uncomfortable.
I didn't even know I said it. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
yo.
I don't know what happened.
Wow.
It's okay, Frank.
But
Go ahead.
basically-
We understand. We all brothers and sisters here.
But basically, I remember. Damn, I lost my train of
Oh, I'm
thought.
sorry.
That was violent.
It's okay.
What was I
Violent.
talking about before?
I don't know.
You
You said
Because
you
started off
you said
with,
ninjas.
You were talking about like,
ninjas.
so Val made the comment earlier about emotional intelligence, where it's like now
Oh, yeah.
it's
So-
available. Yeah.
I feel like if it wasn't for Reels and TikTok,
yeah.
you would never see those videos where girls were talking about, hey, my man
Yes.
watches anime and stuff.
Mm.
He's at
Yeah.
home doing nothing. Like, he's just chilling. He's not going
Yeah.
out cheating on you and shit like that. He's
Yeah.
playing video games. Just keep him in his peace and he'll love you forever
Yeah.
type shit.
Social media.
I don't think that's ever been a thing way back in the day and stuff like that because
Oh, no.
you couldn't have
You
those
couldn't have that
conversations.
conversation.
And I feel like now, even from now or to high school, I have selective amount of friends where I talk about anime with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's more, it's really small group of people. It's still not a
Millennials,
lot.
really.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Gen Z.
Yeah.
It's like I've seen a few Gen Xers, like, but they're more so comic books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's like their generation, but I agree.
Yeah.
I had a question for the both of you. So do you feel it? Because I agree with everything you both said.
Mhm.
Do you feel as though? Because one thing Sly said as well is that, and like basically, like he said, I feel like our generation crawled so this generation could run when it comes to
Yeah.
being blurs and anime culture as a whole. You know, you can credit celebrities if you want. You know, I guess,
Yeah.
but I feel like we set the tone.
Yeah.
But initially, right, like you said, it was if you was caught in the Mikoski robes, if you was caught running in the hall with your arms back,
Yeah.
if you had the
Naruto run would
Right.
get you murked.
you know what I
Right.
mean? You know, I Not-
never did that shit.
nah,
See-
nobody
see?
did that.
Never
Yeah,
did
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit in my life.
Right? I've witnessed like middle school beatings of a kid that tried to do
Really?
some-
Wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
man, middle school was hard. So, quick question for y'all,
Yeah.
you specifically, Val.
Mhm.
Is it as far as the aesthetic of a we're and just to preference this, the reason why we're specifically talking about Black nerds as well, look at the video,
Yeah.
and two,
Clearly.
this is our this is kind of like our perspective.
Because
as
some
far
of us
as, like,
don't identify as blurs. We
Mhm.
technically don't. because it's not.
And
like,
it's funny because we've had this
we
conversation.
weren't like the way the
I do.
explanation is that we didn't grow up with anime figures. We didn't grow up watching Japanese anime like 24/7. We didn't go to conventions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
we didn't have the book bags and the hats and all that extra shit. We were just normal niggas who just like cartoon and didn't know the idea of anime
after
and
school.
shit.
That lineup was everything.
I want you to answer this, but I want to interject real quick because it's like I want to say it's like alternate culture. It's not the fact of like because it's mainstream culture where it's like we're always grown up thinking about the jocks, those who are intelligent, who be picked on. We think about the honor students, things like that.
Yeah.
I see Blerd as a black nerd. It's like alternate culture doesn't stem from I can only be in sports. I can only be after school.
I like that.
Books and everything like that. So that's why I think when I think about Blerd, it was like you're someone who is counterculture, but not in the sense of I am now thinking about golf because we invented golf. Like black people invent a lot of things. Like you got to do the history. So it's like because we invented that, it was considered alt. But then, like, they wouldn't consider themselves nerds. They would consider themselves, like, golf, alt, things like that. I just see it as the alternative is now becoming acceptable.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because of black people showing more?
Yes.
We're the trendsetters.
You wouldn't see, no offense, but like a white nerd compared to a black nerd is
completely
two different
Yeah, right, absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you see a black person watching anime, it's...
To your point, too, not to cut you off, but, like, you, just like Sly said, we was always put, I feel like even more back in the day, in this box where like black people were expected to act a certain way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you know for sure, like if you was even to speak any type of like proper or intellectual, you were considered articulate.
Yeah.
Man, thank
Say it ease and auras.
Ease and I know you know about them auras. But oh yes, sorry Val. But
It's
your
okay.
question I had for you was in terms of being a blur, does the aesthetic like no funny shit. Sly's good looking man, you know what I'm saying?
He
But
fine.
were you initially appealed to him for his aesthetic or for like
His mind?
his mind as far as like I'm a blur. I watch this, that, and the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
So
what initially attracted you?
definitely for me, as a person, even before I met Sly, I'm always attracted to energy. Obviously, you got to look good because I'm gonna as a woman in nature, they say like primal instincts. It's like I'm attracted to men with facial hair. That just shows that I like, biologically can breed with you. Stuff like that. Yes, you got to look good. I got to look at the aesthetics.
First
But me,
impression.
I'm very more so energy, emotional, and mindset. Like the fact that I didn't realize how much of a blerd he was, but like we could relate. And I'm just like, yeah. Because he's more of a blerd than I am, I would say. Like, because for me, being a blerd, it's like, okay, yeah, you're a gamer. You have some people who just game and don't watch anime. You have people who just watch anime and don't game. So it's like, he's like a hybrid of everything. And like, yeah, I like anime stuff from my upbringing with my brothers, but I also like my rom-coms and I like film and I like girly things that he doesn't like.
Right.
So it's definitely, it's the personality for me. It's the nerdiness.
Okay,
It's
so I
like
got
our
a question.
inner child can like hang out.
Oh,
I
thank
got a
you.
question. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Mhm.
But was it because in some type of way, it takes me a while to have that anime conversation with a new person. Did it happen like automatically, like on the first
instantly.
meeting? Like,
Yeah.
to say, like,
Instantly.
hey, I like
Are we gonna
this.
do a little shit? You know what? Let's do a little, I don't know. We never talked about how we first met.
Please.
So
Hey, go on.
Hey.
when we
I
first
feel honored,
met,
by the way.
we met online. We met online. Tinder's invited to the future wedding.
Yeah.
And honestly, my intentions was never to be in a full-on relationship because I just had left another relationship. This was supposed to be like, all right, let's meet new people. I'm a transplant. And so we went on our first date. He ended up coming over to my apartment. And I have this thing where
I'll let her tell the details for a reason.
I have this thing where
It's called Sly.
I always facts. I have this thing where whenever I start dating a guy or have a guy come over, like I have a particular something in the background because I need an aesthetic. So his was the Goofy movie because I literally just like cartoons and animes and stuff. And also it's like, it always has to be different energy because then it's like, y'all ain't gonna fuck up my childhood memories type shit.
Right.
So he put on Goofy movie and that was like him and I already talking. And he's like, yeah, I like this and that. I'm like, oh shit, like he actually likes the nerds and stuff like that. So I've totally forgot the question.
No,
I was thinking about how we met.
No, that's basically.
But yeah, so it's just like, just him coming to my home, seeing that I was a nerd too, it kind of helped him understand. And first of all, before you even see my space and like where my resting grounds, it's like I'm evaluating the psyche. Do you use periods? Do you have proper sentence structure? Like I need to know certain, because again, I'm attracted to intellect. Because it's like I learned that from my previous relationship. No shade but shade. But it's like
I get it.
I can't be with someone who I feel like isn't as smart as me or not smarter.
I feel
You know, I want to learn something. As a woman, I find that how I can submit or respect how I get along with my partner best is if they can lead me in a way or in a genre or a subsection that I'm not too sure about. Like, you got to, even like, I teach him things and he teaches me things. And it has
like
to be both. Yeah. So it's a good equally yoked kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are signs. There are signs,
so
for sure.
I want to get Sly's detail about that story real quick.
Do you remember the name of the band? I feel like it was
Earth Gang.
Yeah, so I sent
Oh,
you
yeah,
Earth.
Yeah.
So the whole day it starts off, we're talking, we're like, let's change this, get it out of the conversations on Tinder, the DMs, to actual texting.
Oh man.
So I was like,
Hard
I'm gonna
thing to
send
do.
you.
That's a hard
Thank
thing
you.
to do.
Hard
That's
thing
like
to
a-
do.
Like, come on.
So I sent her Earth
Yeah.
Gang, and they had just dropped their album back in like 2021 at the end of the December. And one of the songs, I can't remember the name.
Amen.
It was Amen by Earth Gang. Listen to it because the first line is, I want someone who can be a hoe, but who's also devoted, who can get down on her knees for me. I was like, this is a wild,
Brothers,
spicy
I'm so
song
sorry.
to send. Let's see what happens.
You know what's my favorite line?
Oh, shit.
There's this line that goes, all these hoes really for the street. And I was like, hold on.
Yup.
But I was like,
Yup.
I'm like, yo, but it's jamming though. And
That's how I knew. That's how I knew.
That tapped into my, because I'm from South Florida. So I'm
Yes.
low-key kind of ratchet on the low.
Mhm.
But not y'all New York ratchet. It's a different element.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm like, okay. He's not because I've dated people who were really intellectual, really nerdy, but had no swag. Like, because I'm from the South. I need a little, you know.
Right.
So I was like, let me set the mood with that to see where your headspace is at.
Yeah.
And then when I pulled up, I saw you wearing your Dragon Ball Z
Oh, yeah.
bottoms.
I was
And I was like,
wearing
wait,
animation.
original Dragon Ball Z, nothing new, super. I was like, wait. She might be down with the cause. Let me peek a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
So then she
Yeah.
puts on a Goofy movie. It's like, a Goofy movie? Wait, we could talk about that.
Yeah.
And then we talked about Powerline, the song at the very end. And she
Yeah,
was
of
like,
course.
Right.
we sang it. I was like, wait a minute, you down with Powerline and you wearing Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
All right,
Made it happen.
let's
Right,
talk.
right,
She hit you with
right.
the
Yeah.
dance.
Yeah.
Because it's over after that.
Mhm.
Yeah. And the D was spectacular.
Ain't nothing like anime.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, man. All right.
Thank
No,
you.
that had to close the deal.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Of
real
course.
talk.
Okay.
Of
Yeah.
course,
And
that
you
had
ain't
to
got
put the
no
period on the
kids.
sentence. Of course.
Right.
Like, you're not crazy.
Just anime and chill, man. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that's
when
the
to do
thing.
it.
Like online dating and Tinder, there's so many crazy guys who are like, "You want to come to my hotel and fuck?" I'm just like, bro, I could
That's
never
what
go
Tinder's
on
for.
for more
Yeah.
than like 72 hours. I'm like, he's not weird and he's actually a gentleman. Just I'm saying, young men, if y'all listening, be a gentleman, because literally for every girl you see, there's 50 men begging us to come sleep with them in a hotel room, and it's hard for us to decipher like who's honest and who's real. So please listen to your teachers, learn diction, use full sentences. Don't text you up texts, because I'm assuming that you're like,
Yeah.
girls will look at that and be like, ah. You know how refreshing it is to see a man who like uses like full on sentences these days and asks like more invasive questions, like versus like, how's your morning going? Like, no.
Yeah. It also helps I have emotional intelligence. Like,
Yeah.
That's very
the-
important,
Yeah.
especially for
To be her calm
as a
in
black
that
storm.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
important.
Shit,
Yeah.
man.
Because literally we change with the, like, you guys are all in relationships. Your girl is a different person every week,
Yeah.
depending on what phase she on. Come on now. Let's
Different
talk about
day,
it.
but
Every day.
Love you, bro.
Okay. Yeah. He's cool right now, but I put him through it. But you know, he's a good man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
we've been through enough to be calm now and then.
Yeah.
and shit.
And you know that's love. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can-
It's a fact.
Yeah.
fact.
So, you know, and the anime is a safe space. I'm like, you know what? He's watching his little anime, and I know that's his favorite. He's been waiting all week. I'm going to leave him alone.
Thank
That's
you.
his space.
Yeah.
And I'm going to come bother him about this thing I have to talk about that's killing me when he's done. And then, like, that's equal.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my
Balance.
question to y'all is, what's your like top anime genre?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Genre
What would
now.
you say?
Different.
what
Yeah.
defines
It's
it?
shonen for me.
Oh, you don't.
You got into shonen.
Okay,
I
so-
love
Right.
that
No,
for
no,
you
no,
with
no.
Dragon Ball.
You wanna
Like,
say
you've
it?
always been
Yeah.
tapped into the classics.
Yeah.
For me, it was like I started out with shonen, but my favorites are now isekai, slice of life, and definitely shonen still there.
Yeah.
But like mystery, like suspense.
I like that.
I like those
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Okay.
I need a little novela. Like I like
You
shonen
the
because I
slice
like
of
to
life
fight.
sometimes, yeah.
You know, but I need a novela like Hero Academia, and also if the animation looks too kiddie, I won't be attracted to
Yeah.
it because I have my own nostalgic,
How do you feel
kiddie
about
anime.
3D?
It makes me nauseous for too long if I watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, like I can't watch it for too long because of my
It
vision.
depends.
Yeah,
It depends on the show. For
Yeah.
me personally,
I think it got better over the years. I remember when it first
Yes.
started, it was just ugly.
I've
But-
never watched anything 3D back
Yeah.
in
You
the day.
have. You've watched. You started at least when we started getting to know each other. You told me you started King and Ashura.
Yeah,
You just didn't finish. it
I
'cause you
didn't
like
finish the new season either.
And it's really good. Like I read the manga. But
Did you finish like this new season that came out? I stopped at a certain point
That's fine. I get it.
because it's just
It's the animation.
nothing
is
going on right now.
Yeah.
Basically. But yeah.
What will be your top 3?
Damn.
Excellent.
I'll-
Genres?
Yeah,
Go
I'll
ahead.
go first. Yeah, so I'm always gonna have a love for shonen.
Yeah.
Just because it was my gateway, like my start. It can be a little samey. So at
Mhm.
this point in my life, when I do watch anime, I look for like, in terms of shonen, like some sort of like what is different about this one compared to like
Yeah.
a My Hero
Yeah.
or a Black Clover. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Black
And they're all
Clover.
good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But sometimes you could just watch it. It's just like,
You need some character development.
you need some
Yeah.
character development.
Mhm.
I need a little story. I like forgive me, some of these pronunciations I'm gonna be messing up, but
It's all good.
Senai's basically the hardcore bloody shit. So basically like
okay.
your berserks,
Yeah.
your
Like Goblin Slayer.
yeah, Goblin
Yeah.
Slayer, I love stuff like
I
that.
like Goblin Slayer and the raid
Yeah.
culture.
Started it.
It's
Yeah.
so weird. I
Oh,
have
it
some
was
weird
so
kink
good.
for
I
raid
made
felt
me
like it
wanna
was just like
read,
repetitive.
you know?
Like, just
Yeah.
dude
It made
doing,
you.
like,
It makes you want to read. Like
shit.
you watch, and then it's so funny. My fault.
No,
it's so
no, go
funny.
ahead.
So it's funny, but a lot of my start to mangas started with video games because with Berserk there was a game that came out for Dreamcast in like the 2000s.
Mhm.
I think it was like the Berserk. I'm gonna look up the name later, but like it's like Berserk Way of the Dark Cape or something like that.
Mhm.
And I'm like, who's this dude with the Batman cape and this big ass
Yeah,
sword, right?
man.
And it was so tough that like my dad bought it for me and he took me to a comic store that I also happened to double at manga at the time. I wasn't
Oh,
familiar
that's
with manga.
fire.
Me coming in, I'm like, why do you start in the back with these books?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you guys are literate, didn't know anything about Japanese culture or anything like that. I started to read this book. And my dad, he's more of a comic book head, so he didn't really like know much about manga. But like if he did, he would not have let me read that start with that book.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Berserk
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yo, my man. That's it. Yep. Sword of the Berserk.
So I feel like the comic book equivalent would be like starting off with like Spawn, but even Spawn is
Oh.
like tame
Tame-
compared to
yeah.
Berserk.
Compared to Berserk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. So like
Like anything Dark Horse, Dark Comics, that would be it. for
Dark
sure.
Horse, yeah, absolutely. So I would say that, and I do like you know what? I have a honorable mention would be isekais, but my third would be slice of life. I like a nice slice of
Yeah.
life, like just like some low key stuff happen. Like
That's
Way
the
the House
story
Husband
there.
is hilarious. to me.
Hilarious.
I love Way the House
wow.
Husband.
Classic.
I read
That's
the
funny.
manga before it came out.
Yeah.
But like I love slice of life. It's very like just sit down. I don't get the chance to like sit down and, like smile watching the show a lot.
Yeah.
Aw.
So like, yeah, I'll say my third.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Give Sakamoto Days a try too.
No, we started
we-
Sakamoto
Ah,
days.
there
Yeah,
we
we
go.
watching those. Yeah.
I think I'm like 2 episodes behind now. Probably 1. I can't remember.
Uh,
I didn't know like genres
okay.
at first.
He just like what
like
you
I said, nigga who like anime. It used just anything popular.
Yeah.
I did have a time where I used to just find random ones and just watch them.
If I was to get typecast him, he's definitely an isekai guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dope.
Isekai.
Yeah.
So like I
That's
fell
like-
in love with isekai like probably a year or 2 ago. So I try to find good ones. If they don't compare or
Yes,
something like
But
that.
it's weird that reincarnated slime is like now considered slice of life.
Yeah.
Even though it started off as an isekai.
Isekai.
It's
In some
fire.
type of way, I
Yeah.
kind of like it though. Like
I
so,
love that anime.
So
yeah.
definitely mostly popular things that's
Okay.
already out. Slice of life for sure. Isekai, gory shit. Anything mostly with
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah.
It has to be some type of action.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like regular school shit.
Yeah,
So did
it's
you like
weird.
God of High School then?
Oh man,
You see, that's a school backdrop, but it's still okay.
I just like the action.
Okay, I figured.
I felt like we already had this discussion. It was rushed.
Yes.
And it just didn't make sense how rushed it was. Yeah, it was just like the ending was a rushed sequence. I would hope they would bring it back because the animation was good.
It was great, but I don't think they're going to bring back for season 2 because of that. Like, even with the manga, they were like, oh, they took too many plot lines and tried to merge into one.
Yeah,
to finish
and
it.
I want if they were going to do a season 2, I wanted them to send Mori to see the Monkey King situation and see how that plays. Because I love Monkey King shit.
Yes.
Monkey tattoos all over it and shit like that. So that's basically it. Oh, and sports.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So you've been watching Blue Lock then?
Yeah, I'm all caught up.
Yeah.
So you're like an Alvin
behind.
Simon hybrid there.
Yeah, I'm all
There
the
you
above.
go.
But
Probably
like I've
more.
read
Oh, you read Blue Lock?
most of it at this point.
Oh, you trying to
Oh,
think
wow.
Nah.
Not all, but like I'm in the Neo League and shit like that too.
Okay,
So
okay.
I feel like Isekai for sure.
Nice.
What about what's the second one you said? Because
the gory shit.
Yeah,
You don't do gore?
My
He
bad.
loves gore.
Oh, okay.
He loves
okay,
gore.
okay.
That's
if you
my
want him to
bad.
get something, is it bloody?
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
I'm not good with like the fairy tale.
Wow.
He doesn't care for that type of shit.
See,
I
fairy
tried.
tales on
I
fan
tried
service,
my
and that's why
best.
I couldn't for a while.
I try my best, but then
Yeah.
it's like this is not doing it for me. Where's the violence?
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, did you like
Where's the
Zom
violence?
100?
I ain't watch it.
Wow.
We get him into
I didn't even
that.
get into that.
I did.
I'm
Have you watched
halfway.
Finland?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Vinland
Okay.
Saga.
I haven't finished it, but she did. I was like,
Don't.
I
Yeah,
loved.
yeah.
Don't.
I liked it. You've never
God.
seen
See,
an
like, you
anime
just got
character
bored
with
from it, but I know it's gonna get
PTSD.
fired. That's the only
That's why he
issue.
does,
The
probably doesn't
problem-
want you to watch it.
That's exactly why I'm telling you.
It's a
Slice of
different
life.
Yeah.
And it's boring.
It does become a slice of life.
The last season is a
Is
slice
that
of
what
life.
It
that's a
did.
good slice of life?
Well,
Okay,
it's the way
example?
season 2 started because they're resetting him and everything. That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
it felt like it was slice life. It was too
I need
big.
my
Oh, I
old-
might like that.
I wanted Thor.
I want my old Thor. You're
Yes.
not getting it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
This is
wow.
I guess
the
a
Buddha.
little. I don't want to say a
Wow.
little bit of slice of life, but I kind of do end up watching those shits too.
You do.
Yeah,
Okay.
you like
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about Attack on Titan then?
What?
We could talk.
We
all day.
could talk about
We.
I could talk to them about it. I just let them get their shit off.
Okay,
I haven't started
okay.
it yet.
But yeah.
It's on my list.
That shit.
Yeah.
You need.
Listen,
to get on
listen.
this.
I know.
You can binge it because it's done.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
It's finally done.
So there's this challenge I put onto them. We recommend shit to each other.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys watched it, but he's mad at me currently and shit
Yeah.
because I had to recommend them certain things.
I have to give
based
him
on it.
context. I have to give him
Yeah. Yes.
I have to
So-
give him context.
Yes.
Val, please. Go
We
ahead.
have issues here because sometimes they send me things. I'm a binge god or whatever.
Yeah.
He's the bitch.
And I
Yeah.
could go through a lot of shit pretty quickly.
I know.
I want to know
Let
where
him
you're going
finish.
with
Let
this.
him go.
Where you going with this one?
Shit.
Please.
Let me finish it off.
Sometimes the things they send me, my tolerance level goes down where I don't
Hold up.
watch shit.
Time out.
Stop it.
Wow.
Let me finish.
Sorry.
It
Nah, I
is
love
It's the way they're
definitely-
trying to get a word in. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's definitely my fault. I will say there are certain times I'm gonna sit there, try to watch something, and be like, it's not the time for me and shit like
Nah.
that.
All right.
Okay.
He's
Gotta be
mad
in
at
the
me
mood.
because let me.
Bring
I'm
the
gonna
mic.
edit
bring the
what
mic.
he's saying.
So my certain accuses are basically that when we used to first talk to each other at work, that he put me on the EPO. I didn't watch EPO until
Yeah.
a while later, and then when I brought it up, I got cursed out in the gym for it.
So you ever had someone
Whoa.
take, you
At
ever
the
had
gym. Why?
You ever had somebody
Oh.
take credit for something that you did?
We're
And
on the same wavelength because this happens
You know
all the
what
time in
I'm saying?
relationships.
Oh, I
get
just
it.
watched this
He be
dope
lying.
show called Hajime no Ippo. I'm
Yeah.
doing pull-ups, right? Mid pull-up. I'm like, excuse you, nigga?
Did I
You
put
discovered
on?
what? You ain't discovered. I got legit mad. Like I was yelling at the.
Wow.
Okay,
How
I get what
fucking
you
dare
mean.
you?
Yeah,
So
he'll
this
tell me
is-
stuff and I'll forget that he told me and then watch it. Like, hey, babe, I just saw this. He's like, I
Now-
did told you to watch that.
Yep, a whole
On the
3 months
same
earlier.
wavelength,
Here we
this
go.
man had the audacity to tell me, yo, I put you on the Smino. I said, Smino?
Oh damn.
Ooh.
I told you to listen to this ninja
Right.
that long ago. Yo, did you listen to Smino's new album? I was like, yo, bro, what?
It was a random
sometimes we
find.
feel like it's a
Sometimes I
lapse in
forget.
memory.
I have bad memory.
It's
It's
all
okay,
good.
So if I
I'm right here
find
with
something
you.
and bring it up to them, I'm gonna get cursed out, but
Yeah.
whatever.
It's
Yeah.
okay. You
If I
remember?
forget, I forget.
You forgot.
So the issue now is I recommend him Furion.
Mhm.
Freeran,
Someone
yeah.
else
He
told
needs
me
that.
that too.
That's real. I told that. I told you about Fury.
I'm sorry, I didn't
I
want to
guess it was
start.
him who
And I
told me.
said, you wait till it's dubbed in if you want to watch it because it's really beautiful. Really great
So
story.
it's dubbed
So,
now.
but you
Yeah.
do
When
strike
I
me as
watch
someone
it,
that
it's
needs to
dubbed,
watch
so
them
it's good now.
dubbed
Yeah,
rather
because
than
I
subbed.
watch. This is some Haitian American upbringing. I always watch with captions on, so like
Mm.
I'll listen to English, but I'll read
Captions
in
are
Spanish,
not good.
or I'll
Yeah.
read in a different language or French, just to help my mind remember.
Oh, okay.
I speak 4 languages, so you know.
Okay,
Hey,
okay.
Excuse me.
Talk that shit.
So
You know,
I had to give him Furion because he's on a One Piece binge
Yeah, I'm
and he
trying
has
to-
to take a break because
Yeah.
he's between.
Take the break.
He's
Yeah.
by,
Take the break.
he's getting to Sky Island, so it's fillers and shit.
Yeah.
It really was.
So I
That's
said,
when
hey,
dropped too.
But shout out
Take
to
the
him
break.
for getting this far.
For real, seriously,
Wow,
he's
fillers.
my little prodigy. He's working.
Okay.
But basically,
it's crazy.
I had to give him Furion because it's slice of life, but there's action involved into it, and there's a
Yes.
good story. He likes good stories. But I gave him To Your Eternity.
Oh, because I remember your last episode. And I love To Your Eternity. Like I resonated when you brought up that moment. I was like, yeah, it's dark. It's dark.
Bad
Now, it's
timing.
slice of life, but
But
it's dark.
the
Bad
real
timing.
context is
Terrible
Yeah.
timing.
he was in. I didn't know it was a terrible time for him to watch it because he wasn't in the best of spaces to
Oh.
watch it.
Oh, it's
Okay.
traumatic.
It's
No,
It's a very sad-
Yeah,
it's very
it's mental.
sad.
It's mental.
Yeah,
from
it
the
takes a
from
toll.
from the word go. So
Yeah.
I'm watching this. Yeah, so he said it. January has been a rough year. Like in terms of like I seasonal depression, I had that shit like bad. Like I got sick twice. Whatever was going on.
Government
Like
strain.
I've never had a fever. Yeah. Thank you, Val. Like yeah,
COVID 2.0.
It's
must
the
have been.
conspiracies, bro.
Cause like I'm like, yo, why? I've never had the flu before. I've
Yeah.
never. I had COVID, but like never had this flu. And I'm like, what's going on? Plus, it wasn't one thing; it was another. So, and I wasn't able to exercise. That's like also another like therapy for me. So
Of course.
he recommends me To Your Eternity. I heard of it, but I never knew what the context was. So I'm like, all right, let me watch it. Man, when I watched this during this point of my life, I've never wanted to curse this man out so bad. Like, yo, why would you recommend after which, by the way, he didn't mention when he recommended this to me. I told him what I was going through.
Yeah.
So you know what you should watch?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
it was like,
Hey,
guess
you
what?
know what you should watch though?
yeah, nah.
I couldn't think of anything else great that
I
I
have to
really,
watch
really
this.
loved.
I need to
that
see what
give to
trauma you're
people.
going through.
So then I'd recommend Link Click. It's Chinese, but it's amazing.
I seen it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I think I added it. What is it mostly about?
The
though?
premise is like supernatural in the sense one of them has the ability to go back in time
Oh.
and the other has the ability to guide him. So if he sees an image and he's able to see all the viewpoints of everything that happened from the person who took the picture for 24 hours.
Oh, damn.
The other guy, they just do a handshake, they goes back in time and he's in that moment from his point of view from that time period. So like let's say 52 days ago, he was around the person who took the picture. He just happened to be on that block 2 blocks down.
Mm.
He travels back in time to his body at that moment and he can help them solve crimes.
Oh.
Oh,
And
that's
so
So it's
fire.
like a
Yeah.
mystery type of shit.
Ooh, I like
Yes,
that,
it's time
honey.
travel. So it's
Okay.
like
Mm.
you'll get moments where they're in the present trying to figure things out, go into the past. But like the reason why I recommend it now is because after 3 seasons in a movie, now one of the like initial characters just got murdered.
Oh.
So he went back in time before he's murdered, trying to figure out how do I save him from getting murdered, but not exposing his powers. Now there's a whole syndicate of the reason why he got murdered.
So
now
so
it's
the 3
bigger.
seasons
That's
beforehand, are they good?
Oh, they're amazing.
Okay.
They got an award for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second season was goated.
I'll
Okay.
definitely check
Great.
it out for sure.
All
right.
Do you want to, put on
Okay.
your specs?
Yeah. Put
Oh,
on your
well,
specs.
he's
Oh,
got a
snap.
oh,
Are you
we leveling
morphing?
up.
No.
I'm like, this is
Okay.
like Power Rangers.
No. So
I,
so you already know how this is gonna play out.
talk with them. Man.
So if you guys have watched Chappelle's show, you have seen the
Mm.
racial draft.
You're
Hello, welcome to the My2020. Yeah, I got jazz on anime racial draft.
Go ahead, sir.
Come on, man.
So-
Here we go.
Apologies to all races, but we are inducting our anime characters
That's right.
into the Black
I gotta
Syndicate,
put my, oh God,
such as niggerdom, such and such. And if you don't
Nigga-
like it, you could
Niggalations.
Niggalations.
That's what you
In
say.
you
the
could
book
put
of
out your
Revelations.
delegations on the comments.
Please.
Comments if you have somebody you want to delegate with. You
Goodbye,
can as
white
well.
rice. Hello, fried chicken.
Check it.
Hey,
Oh,
love that.
So,
Black History Month, as we should.
always wanted to say this.
so put my mic on and shit. Let's get together with everything and shit. So
I'm trying to figure out what the mic is for. Is that like if you get
You don't remember they was like, yeah, you're supposed to be like a commentator. Right?
Yeah, it's like
All right,
commentation.
so you want to start it off?
All right, so basically, since you guys are new here and shit, you had your little delegations. You had your 2 contestants.
We did.
Yeah.
Want to go with y'all first? How many seconds should we?
30
seconds?
30 seconds to convince
pitch.
us.
Yeah.
You know, democracy rules. So like, we'll vote.
Mhm.
Aye, nay.
It doesn't have to be unanimous.
It doesn't have to be unanimous, but
just
majority
more
rules.
votes. Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
You can go first, babe.
Want me to go first? All right. Considering the topic, I'm going to nominate Kid Buu, specifically Kid Buu at the very end of the Buu saga, the moment where he put the bumps on the brakes and he went for everybody and everybody. I mean, everybody. So here's a prime example. Kid Buu gives that energy of, I just bought my fresh pair of all black Supreme Air Force Ones.
Mhm.
And I'm putting them on, laced up, ready to go. They're in sport mode. I'm going to go for you.
Yeah.
The reason why I would give Kid Buu because he was the type of villain where he didn't need words. He wasn't really audible, couldn't give a full sentence.
Right.
He just knew that my time is to target you. I think that's a leap because as we've seen his progression, we know Majin Buu started off as pure evil, Kid Buu. But then he absorbed one of the Kais. I think it was the northern Kai, who was pure good. Tamed him, calmed him down, we get Majin Buu. It wasn't until after we get the introduction of Goku's now dead, Vegeta just got clocked, what are we going to do? The evil comes out of Majin Buu.
Yeah.
And now we see this old gray evil Buu.
Mhm.
He absorbs Majin Buu, becomes Super Buu.
Yep.
Without Kid Buu, we would not have any of this. It's the premise of Daima. I think Kid Buu's legacy as the ultimate Majin was not overcome until we got to Super. Because of his legacy, because of what he is known for, he needs to be inducted into the Black Hall of Fame because he is the one that when it's time to go, you want him on your side. He doesn't care about like friendships. All he cares about point me in the right direction, I will go. And that I think is a very staple personality trait for a lot of strong black men. I saw myself in Kid Buu growing up. I was like, wait a minute.
Damn.
I respect it.
Damn.
I want that energy. I want him on my team. So whenever I play Sparking Zero, it's always Kid Buu.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah, that used to be mine in Tik Tok and shit.
See?
Over D.
Damn.
So I'm just saying, that's my that's my pitch.
You know, Kid Buu, it's funny because when you was talking to, you kind of sold me.
Yeah.
When I see when I think of Kid Buu, because I did agree with you. Or I do agree with you. It's just for Kid Buu, he reminds me of like the Y ends now.
Yeah.
Just crashing
'Cause
out.
he
now,
Just straight out crash out. But again, you did sell me in terms of like he was a force
Yeah.
when he came out. You know, there was
That's a fact.
Black Force, Air Force energy in his name. So wait,
Like think about it. People died and he went to the afterlife to kick your ass again. And then he come
that
on.
was that ancestral vengeance.
Yes.
It really was.
Okay.
Damn, babe.
Plus, he
I
does
think
get
your pitch is so
reincarnated.
good. I don't even want to do mine no
Yeah.
more.
But
I don't
you
think I
have
can.
to.
Sell, I don't think I
You
can
have
sell
to.
mine
You
how
have
he
to.
sold.
No, just so
Okay.
my issue with it was I would have rather picked Super Buu.
But
So you
you
wanted
get all
Super
of
Buu who
it.
had access to the different transformations. Which Super Buu or just Super Buu in general?
In general. His character.
I can see that.
His mindset, the way he just fucking did this little shit and just tore everybody apart.
Yeah.
I felt like Kid Buu wasn't black enough for me.
Wow.
Wait,
Here's
hold
the
on
thing.
now.
Wow.
Hold
Okay.
on now.
Okay.
Look,
Super
now
Buu
look at
had
now,
like
but look at his shape
back
though.
and forth wit.
But
was
look
like
at his
some
shape.
shit.
You're thinking about intelligence
know?
because Super Buu got that intelligence after he absorbed Piccolo. Before then, he was also
No,
mindless.
I'm talking about regular Super Buu.
regular
Yeah,
Super Buu
regular
is still mindless. He doesn't have that strength and
Didn't he
everything.
talk?
He
talked,
but
barely
did.
full
He
sentence.
not
He was
no
very
neck,
simple.
no
He was
chin.
like, give me the strongest one. Where's that at?
Yeah.
I like Super Buu better.
All right, I respect it. You still like Buu though.
Yeah, I still like
there you go.
I will say
There you
this. Me and him did talk about this. I disagree.
Yeah,
Only because I did like that Super Buu. Like the mind.
But you don't like
yeah.
the transformation.
Is once he absorbed Piccolo,
Yes.
he became like every other
Yeah.
super villain in
Yes.
Dragon Ball Z. I feel that Kid Buu, as I do agree with you with like
go ahead.
Super Buu when he did the human extinction attack, that shit was dope.
Ooh.
That was
Let's
fire.
move on, Tinker.
You know,
Mhm.
but
Close enough.
Kid Buu, man,
Okay.
I feel like he far exceeded anything Super Buu did.
Mhm.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I think if we was to give, I'm gonna start off with my verdict. I'm gonna say I.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm rolling.
Okay.
Still gotta say nay.
Nay.
Damn.
2 out of 3, I'll take it.
Yeah.
What you got,
Damn.
Val?
First
your
of
vote
all-
counts.
Your vote
First
does
of all,
count.
oh wait,
Your
Oh, your vote counts?
I
Yeah,
vote
yeah,
too.
yeah,
You
you
know what's
vote
saying about
too.
my man?
Oh,
There you go.
Hello.
Damn, we
What
got
you
it.
thought?
Thank you.
All right,
Um,
so everybody, I'm sorry.
Kid, yeah.
Kid
Get
Buu.
that right.
Kid Buu.
Kid Buu
brother.
is a nigga.
Ooh, for sure. Ooh.
I mean, look at him. He's like a short king, like
Short
shit.
king.
He's a short king. He
Sleeping
got
on
that
the throne.
broly body.
Yep.
Like, he good.
Okay.
Well,
You got
my vote is also within the DBZ universe.
Mhm.
I guess we were just both on the DBZ. I'm nominating my king Vegeta.
Mm.
King crash
And-
out.
King Crash.
Now hold on
Crash.
now.
Mhm.
As a
Let her
Haitian,
get her
as
shit
a
on.
Haitian American, I identify with Vegeta's personality. Because he's the same. He reminds me of these strong Caribbean men, right? Always trying to achieve the best. Because yes, the Black American culture, we always have to compete harder against our counterparts. But Caribbeans and Africans, we do a little extra sauce on that to compete. Because not only do we have to assimilate to English culture, we just have to be great. So I identify with his need to always be great and surpass his master, But he does know when to submit because apparently Goku is stronger than him. But we ain't going to talk about it because he's a destroyer too. And what I most love about him is that he's a good man to Bulma, okay?
Mm.
He's not crashing out and killing himself. Oh, yeah, you're saving people, blah, blah, blah. Or always trying to fight and just put his family aside. He trains Trunks. He's there with Trunks, okay?
Mhm.
True.
Yeah, he's a little hard Caribbean African father. Which father don't hit their son upside the head? Like, they train hard and he has good intentions. He's there with the kid. Y'all saw when Bulma was pregnant again, he wanted to name his daughter a certain way. He's very rooted in his culture. And I think he serves as a good example to young Black men watching the DBZ series of this is how you should be a father. You could still be strong. You could still be driven and, and still be a family man and loyal. Okay? Y'all know he don't play about Bulma.
Yeah,
Okay? He don't.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm like, you know what? You are inducted to the Black Hall of Fame. And if not, subgenre, the Caribbean Black Hall of Fame. That's a Caribbean father, okay?
I
So, yeah.
object.
Oh,
Wow.
You're a
Damn,
hater.
yo.
White privilege. White privilege.
He's not privileged.
Okay.
White privilege.
Oh, because of his lineage?
that he kept saying every season, every arc. I am the
Okay, he
Prince
has
of
an
Saiyan.
ego
But think
issue.
about
He's
this. Frieza
projecting.
considers them and calls them monkeys. That is so racially charged.
I'm just
That's
saying.
So racially
It
charged.
They
does
black
not
already.
make it any
That's a
better. It is true.
That's a fact.
And on top of that, he got lucky and got a billionaire girlfriend.
He
He
got
secured the
lucky.
bag.
He
I
secured
think
her.
that what's life been hard for Vegeta?
Oh, so you're saying all these football players who get out the mud, right? Who are genetically, privileged? Because at the end of the day, he
Genetically
he
privileged.
doesn't have his kingdom anymore. It's not
Yeah.
like he's straight on his whole planet's
Because he
gone.
wasn't there.
Well,
Lucky
Yeah.
him.
but
He got
Lucky him, right?
He got
okay,
lucky,
but
yeah.
he had a bag, Bulma. Okay,
That's true.
come on now.
He stole
Bulma
her from
backed
Yamcha,
him.
though.
I was gonna say-
He stole her from Yamcha.
But
Let-
That's also
Bulma
true,
bagged him.
And then let's
It was mutual.
It
was
wasn't
mutual.
Vegeta saying, "Yo,
Let's be honest.
You didn't have
It was
to
a
say.
jump off.
Yeah.
yeah."
And he ain't
Yamcha
rocking.
really didn't know what to do with Bulma
Yeah.
at the end of the day. Fam.
He couldn't handle her.
Nah, he
And
wasn't
even-
strong enough. She wanted
Yeah.
a strong.
She's strong men, and they need
Strong.
strong women.
And
Come
he
White
on
did
now.
man.
son her in an episode too. So he was like, Yamcha, like, listen, dude, I don't care what you're gonna do.
Just
I'm gonna steal
walked
the
out.
girl. Just let's walk.
He just slipped in
Like
the
a
capsule
real
and just
nigga
said, "Yo,
would.
that's my girl." Now, type shit.
Mhm.
Come on now.
So,
Come
still
on
white
now.
privilege.
Them Haitian men
That's
be
not
doing,
white
they be doing
privilege.
this.
Still
He don't
white
talk to me.
privilege.
Dang.
I'm gonna fight you down.
Still calling it white privilege as it is.
Let's go to our panel,
Are
Travis,
we
see
not
what he
inducting
thinks.
him?
See, the problem, I'm rolling halfway.
Halfway.
My issue is the envy and
Mm,
jealousy.
Mm.
the whining.
Mm.
How
Oh
many?
wow.
How many?
I want to be.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go
Now-
off before I defend.
Now, as Black people, yes,
Mhm.
we have our moments where it's like internal, like, damn, I'm better than this nigga.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
because
But
we're human.
every chance he got, I am better than you, Kakarots.
Okay.
All of that shit.
His
Like,
little
yo, bro,
speech
it's like,
he did
yo,
with
yeah.
Supreme
come
Kai
on,
and
son.
shit.
What's
Okay.
up, bro?
But you
I
know
love
what?
that
But
speech
let's
with
not
Supreme Kai,
forget
though.
Speech,
It was a
we
good
have
speech.
these people in our community, like you said. There's so many amongst each other. It's the crabs in the barrel mindset. He's
This
a
is
prime
true. This is
example.
true.
This is true.
Come on now, let's reflect reality.
Yeah.
We all know the real Black person there is Piccolo.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
We all
didn't
know.
wanna-
He's already
we
done
know.
it.
He's already done.
He's
He's already in.
He's
We
an
already
official
know, like,
stepfather.
but he was already Black.
Yeah.
We already know. But
He's
I'm
good.
saying it's like Vegeta shows another side of Black people because,
Mhm.
like we said, Black people aren't monoliths. There's a lot of people who
Mhm.
are like Vegeta. But at the end of the day,
They
when it
are.
matters,
They are.
he knows that Goku's the right person and he
Yup.
supports his brother.
Yep.
Come on now.
He did that.
All right,
super
all right.
He be mad
very
about
end.
it.
I'll
Yep.
roll.
But
I'll
you
roll.
know,
You rolling?
just
I'll
saying.
roll.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
Leave
No,
me
this is
hanging.
hard. I'm with
That's
you.
why I
on
said I'm
this.
like 50-50.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So here's my argument.
Maybe I should have went first.
Here's my quick argument, Val. Real talk. I everything you said was true.
Mhm.
It's just that with Vegeta, right? It's not. I think out of every character in Dragon Ball Z, he has the best development overall.
Mhm,
Especially
mhm.
when you watch Super.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
along with that development, he suffers from poor writing.
Mm.
In the sense, like, while his mindset progresses, like he himself is like a slave to being like behind Goku. He
Mm.
never wins. Like he
Well,
keeps.
So then, shouldn't he be considered black? Because a lot of people argue that black characters in anime are poorly written.
Hold
They're
on
also
now.
held back by the protagonist. They're the supporting role.
Let's not
Get
do
him.
this.
That's my man. Hold on.
saying.
Let him marinate.
I'm
Think about
just
it.
saying. At the end of the day, the father raised him to be a prince, bro. He
Yeah.
kept
Okay,
putting it in
Burley.
his mind.
Burley.
Even when the planet was destroyed,
Yeah.
I'm still the princess.
But guess
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
If
yeah,
our
yeah.
black fathers were in our lives, we're all kings and princes.
His father
Come on
was in
now.
his life. It didn't
He
make a
wasn't.
difference.
Okay, but,
But then,
that
like,
makes him even more
his father
relatable
was
to
still a
black
pussy.
people.
Think of it this way:
Don't
say
say
you're
that.
like trained to not be in
King
the child's
Vegeta
life.
was a pussy
Yeah.
too, bro.
He
Jesus.
He didn't show it to Vegeta, but at the end of the day, he still
wasn't
was
a
a pussy.
It's because
He
he knew he
was-
couldn't stand up to King Cold, and
He-
then
they-
Frieza. He
They
knew he
didn't
couldn't
know
do it.
how great they were in terms of like
Yeah.
they were ruled under another alien race. They didn't know,
Mhm.
and they
Wow,
were
sounds
and they were
like
scared
slavery
of
to
him.
me.
And they were scared
Yeah.
of him.
Sounds
I'm just
relatable to
saying,
me.
To me,
I don't know, my brother.
Vegeta is a very entitled person who
You
believes
see him
he
as
deserves
a white
all
man.
this power.
He biracial.
When he turns Super Saiyan, how the hell I've been working my ass off
So
Prince
to
of
get-
Saiyans
yeah,
and you
yeah.
become Super Saiyan?
I kind
What
of
the
agree
fuck?
with that. I ain't
This
gonna
man
lie.
had
So
to
then-
destroy
But
planets
that's
and
what I'm
rocks
trying
to turn
to say.
Super Saiyan.
You would hear that more so from our,
Yeah.
Caucasian counterparts
Then you would.
versus, like, for us, we know
But-
off rip we got to work 3 times as hard.
Yes.
Off
Okay,
rip,
so he
just
could be a
to
little
get it,
biracial.
right? So it's not like I'm
But think
I'm
about
saying it verbally.
Gen Z now. Gen Z doesn't have the boomer grandparents in the kitchen with them talking about this stuff.
Mhm.
They all feel entitled to what they see, their white counterparts. And I feel like a lot
But
of them
Trunks is the
struggle
same
with
way. Trunks is
that.
entitled. too.
Trunks is honorable. we ain't
Trunks,
gonna talk
they-
about Trunks. We ain't gonna talk
Trunks
about
thinks
next
he's
year.
stronger than
Trunks
goat
is spoiled.
tanks. And
Kid
Kid
goat tanks
Trunks,
ain't
of
his mom.
course. Of course. He's like these new kids out here with all these gadgets and got money now. Come on now. I'm just
Another,
saying,
I think
just filling up the
I
white
think-
lineage here.
I think at the
No,
end of the
relatable
day,
Trunks
to
is
black
spoiled
people.
too.
yeah, of course he's gonna be spoiled. He got to
Even future Trunks
But
was still a
like,
pussy.
have you guys ever
Future
been
Trunks
around?
fuck up.
Different.
Hang on
No,
a second.
no.
Hang on a second. You ain't allowed to say shit about Future Trunks because you ain't even watched the show. Moving on. We going to
Who told you I didn't watch
deliberate.
the show?
You ain't even watch. You don't. No, don't.
I
don't.
watched it one and was enough.
You clearly one is not enough for you because you don't even know what the fuck you talking about.
I'm not.
This is we talking about Vegeta. Stick to Vegeta. Don't stick to topics you don't
Okay.
know about Future Trunks.
Vegeta's still an entitled parent. An entitled
It's
parent.
giving Fresh Prince.
Got
of
a
Bel-Air.
rich.
I was thinking about
Got
Fresh
Hillary.
Prince, yeah.
If you want to go there, he got
But
Hillary to
that's
be
a
his
black
wife.
story.
But
Yeah, that's
all
true.
right,
It's not
so
all
we
about
do
black
gotta
strife.
deliberate. So I'm gonna pass it off to Travis since he's on the 50-50. He's gonna give us our first verdict.
All right,
Cause we already, I would assume yours is a nay.
51-49.
Yeah.
Okay.
You giving it yet?
51-49. All right.
I'm rolling.
You giving it an eye?
It's
What is
tough.
What's that?
You
I'm rolling.
he's on your
Yeah.
side.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
thank
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
you gotta give me the clues.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, just
Nah.
off the mic. So we
All right,
got
bye. We already know how you feel.
Dang.
Sly.
Yay.
Yay. Oh man.
You a
It's on you,
Vegeta
brother.
fan,
It's
so
on
you gonna
you.
say
Nah,
yeah.
I'm a Trunks fan. That's why I told you to
He is the offspring.
Which Trunks?
It
We
don't
gonna
matter.
we talk about this
Basically.
later.
Future.
Black people are not a
Oh,
monolith.
the one who actually
and
went
we
through some
shouldn't
shit.
uphold
Yeah, the one
certain
you talk shit
stories
about.
to certain characters.
I'm not talking about that
Just
one. I was
saying.
talking about that one.
That's Future.
I was talking about.
Oh, you're talking about
Super.
Super Future or Cell Saga Future?
Super.
Oh, I was thinking Cell Saga Future. That
Nah,
Trunks
he was.
hard.
He was.
They're
he was a
both
beast.
about that action,
Yeah.
He was
though.
a beast.
I think so too, bro.
I just feel like
I'm just
Super
saying
was
there's
just-
multiple types
So
of
we
black
got-
He was
stories.
tamed down a bit
Yeah.
because he was given space
A
for
lot of
Goku
it.
and Frieza. No,
Yeah.
Goku and Vegeta to do with the god. That's why. Yeah.
So we do have a little bit of a problem because we got yay, 2 yays, 1 nay, and it's
Yeah, the
Right.
tiebreaker.
I'm the tiebreaker.
essentially.
but essentially it's her
She's gonna say I.
yeah, that's what
Nah,
I'm
but
saying.
she doesn't have to.
So
vote.
wait, does her vote count?
a vote. I mean, she's the one who
She put him
put
up.
him on.
Okay.
So
No, I didn't know. I mean,
So it's on him.
unless we get our engineer on this.
Yes, Walter. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, let me-
Oh, you don't know
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh,
let me not waste any more time. So
okay. I will
being
let
with
you.
those are the parameters of the rules that she deliberated, she put him on, and that's his I am unfortunately going to say nay, but
Wow.
I am outvoted. So therefore,
It's still
Vegeta is still
Vegeta, Prince of Nickerdom.
Okay, as he should be. And let me just say, even though it was forfeited to me, Black people are not a monolith, and we have different backgrounds and different stories. And, we have to include the Caribbean diaspora and then the diaspora of Black people who did come into this world with some privilege through generational wealth. Let's talk about it.
All right, fair.
If you want to
Fair
do that,
enough.
we could say Vegeta was the one that wasn't enslaved and didn't get caught.
he was still slave.
He was.
He was off planet.
If you think
It was
about
like
it,
being
get
a
caught.
slave in Europe. He was just somewhere else.
He didn't get caught.
He was just scheming too, because once he heard about them Dragon Balls, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna." This is
He
my
didn't
chance.
get
but was he
caught.
not enslaving people,
Yeah, he
planet
did
to
a lot.
planet?
He
Mm.
did, but he.
Technically,
Weren't Black people enslaving
That's
each
a
other
really great
from
area.
African
Oh,
province to
nah,
African
All right,
province? I mean,
Let's
what's
move on. We'll have the conversation another time.
Okay.
We want y'all back to have these conversations.
I'm just saying.
Definitely come
All
back.
right,
All right,
we're gonna move on.
Yeah,
We're
go
gonna
ahead,
move
bro.
on. We'll press it forward. All right, so
Do you want to do one or two?
we'll see if we have time for two. I'll make this quick so we can at least.
Yeah, we can just go with each
All right.
one and shit.
We at the Black delegation. I nominate Yusuke Urameshi.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, that's
Yusuke
easy.
Urameshi.
Yeah,
I mean-
that's easy.
Okay.
Need I need to
Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho. I mean, the man came from nothing. You know,
Mhm.
no father in his life, a mother was strung out, attending school as a juvenile.
Mhm.
Never
He from
attended
Compton.
school.
As a juvenile.
He showed up
Skipped.
like once a month.
Once
That's
a-
what juvenile means, sir. Can I talk?
That's not what juvenile means, but okay. Go ahead.
Okay, no.
Go,
let's-
no,
let's
no,
just-
no, 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 no. Go ahead. We'll say this later.
This happens
Go
a
ahead.
lot.
It's
Oh,
okay.
a lot.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Man with the
yo,
specs. Go ahead.
specs.
Shut up. But anyway, a juvenile in school. But one fateful day, the man gave his life to save a child. Which, mind you, if you even watched the anime or read the manga, he shouldn't even have to do because the child was gonna live anyway. You find that out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But he gave his life, and Heavenly Father gave him a higher purpose to be essentially the protagonist and basically the start of the Bleach. If you think about it, he's like the first soul.
Oh
Reaper.
yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, he was a spirit detective.
Yeah.
that's
You
true.
know,
Made him an ancestor.
made him an ancestor. Took his hardships, made it positive. Turned friends into allies. Actually, they turned foes into allies. Actual foes into allies. Gave them the means to become great.
Stronger.
Even when you found out that his lineage goes further with demonhood, that never
Mhm.
turned him. You know, he still kept that same mentality. And and the main thing, reason why he should be in this delegation is because whether it's Kid Buu, whether it's Madara, whether it's anybody you put on this list, whether it's what's her name from My Hero Academia, the bunny girl.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's anybody,
Shout out to her.
Yusuke is with the smoke. He put hands on you if you was a man, woman,
That's a fact.
child,
Yeah.
and not
Grandma.
grandmother.
Grandma.
And I don't
Grandma,
mean this
bro.
as an antagonistic way, but if you wanted to throw hands with the man,
Yeah.
He's
he-
gonna.
he's gonna throw. He don't care if you stronger than him. He don't care if you weaker than him. If you want to scrap, he's willing to scrap with you.
Yep.
So I think overall that should earn him in the right place at the delegation, at the round table of anime delegation.
50-50.
You lost me at him putting his hands on grandma.
I
That
mean, he
was
was.
his sensei at one point. That's why.
Yeah.
So he has
No,
no
that's 'cause of
respect
the
for
quote
his
he said.
elders.
Yeah.
It's the quote he said.
Also, the
Oh.
man will just fight. He just like to fight.
He liked to fight.
Yeah.
He liked them
Mhm.
hands.
It's another book of nigalations. Niggas think I'm fighting to save the day,
He got hands.
but really, nigga, I just like to fight.
Yeah.
We don't
Mhm.
promote violence in the black community.
Oh no!
Hey man, we gotta accept.
But you
all
put
our
Vegeta
community.
on the list,
Right.
No, he's
Right,
fighting
right.
for-
You can't say that you put
Right.
Vegeta on the
He's
list.
fighting for a cause and saving the planet. He
When?
just doesn't
Man,
fight
saving
people
the
just to fight.
What
planet?
planet? What planet?
Holy
It's not about
Earth.
me. It's
Like
about you,
later,
how
like now, when,
Yeah.
when he got his white sugar mama.
Yeah.
Oh, so y'all mad at me now? I'm just saying.
When he got his white sugar mama,
Talk that shit, man.
now he interested in the planet.
I'm 50-50.
Mm.
Damn.
I like Yusuke to be a white person. He don't gotta be black to be Yusuke.
That
But I
nigga
also-
beats, but, all right.
I also
If
feel
anything,
like
what's his name was nah.
Go ahead.
His homie.
if anything, Yeah, let's put him in. Fuck it. I like his overall character. He's
But
definitely-
what does it? You
The
like his
fit.
character, but do you feel like he fits as a black delegate? Be honest. If you need some time to think, go to Travis.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, bro, that's
Yeah.
my shit, man.
Yeah, man. Think about it.
A tough one.
It is. I feel like I'm just.
You want to pass it off? We got Sly. We got Val.
I could add some shit. Single moms,
Yeah, I said that.
He
Single
did say
mom. I
that.
said single moms.
drunk.
Cracked out of her
cigarettes.
mind at the time.
I could.
Even he got her rehab.
I'll
at the
roll.
later time. Like he
I'll
got her
roll.
rehab.
I'm rolling.
80s baby.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
ADHD.
I'm rolling.
Yeah.
I'm rolling.
I bet.
I'll
Delegation.
roll.
That makes me happy, man.
What y'all
That makes me
thinking?
happy. And that was
Honestly, I don't know it that well to give a solid answer.
You better go home and watch it now.
It's also
Yeah, you know,
live
it's
action
it's on
Netflix.
it's on. We started that and I fell
Yeah.
asleep.
Ah,
See, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like it's on my list and I've been starting to watch. I have to be in a mood to where I could absorb it.
It's a lot of
But
movies.
I did watch like the first beginning episodes of how he died and stuff like that. So I'm like, but I just don't know the character development enough to give it. Like,
Keep
Got it.
going.
Got it.
yay
Got
or
it. Got
nay.
it.
I understand.
It's because it came out at the same time as Sailor Moon. You was tapped into that.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
was.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah,
Makes sense.
essentially.
All right.
So
So
I'll leave yours as an inconclusive.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence. Like the same reasoning you gave for Yu Yu Hakusho. It's like I can see that with Windbreaker right now. I can see that with a lot of like even was it Tokyo? Not Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo
Avengers.
Revengers. Yeah.
Revengers.
So I'm thinking about that. It's like it's the high school bully who's not really a bully, but he's got a heart of gold.
Mm.
So dang, it's kind of hard because I would
But
say
see,
them too.
I will say defend this. The technical main character is Mikey, and Mikey is ass. He is
Yes.
the worst main character I've ever seen in anime.
Yeah.
All he does is get his ass kicked. Like that's
Mhm.
his main archetype. Yusuke, he'll get his ass kicked too, but he'll get his licks in.
Fuck. Windbreaker definitely does play a part.
Yeah, Windbreaker. Yeah,
I might. Damn.
swaying to
If
Nate.
you want to induct him, you have to induct Ichigo. For the same reason.
Damn.
If you induct him, you have to induct Ichigo.
Ichigo was mixed with a lot of shit.
that's my
a
problem.
He's mixed with too
That's
much
my
shit.
Yes.
problem, bro.
He
He
man
has
is a-
protagonist
is a
problem.
tribrid.
He's got everything.
He's a tribrid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Claw armor.
I couldn't
galore.
do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't
So,
do Ichigo.
That's the only reason why I'm hesitant.
Damn,
Damn,
that's
so-
a hard bargain.
Let's just give it 5 seconds to really say.
No, we gotta
Are
give
we-
an answer now. We gotta answer now because we gotta move on because it's
So I'll say nay.
okay. Try.
Damn, bro.
No, it seems
Sorry,
I'm negative.
sorry.
I'm just critical.
That's
I'll
a
say
hard-
yay for you. Just so
Thank
you have a
you.
yay.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll take it. I'll take the
Yeah.
sympathy. Yeah.
I can't roll, bro.
All right.
I thought I was gonna roll.
All right.
That's
Once
my
he said
guy
that-
too.
I know.
Once he said
know.
Windbreakers, it just threw
But
me
once he
off.
said
Sorry.
Ichigo, he made my whole shit. I don't
Yes.
want that nigga in this
Yeah.
combination.
That's why I was
I'm
like,
with you.
I will gladly invite him in if these other guys get the pass.
Damn. But I understand his point. He's
Mhm.
right.
Yeah, that's tough.
All right. All right. So sadly, Yusuke Urameshi is not part of the anime Black Delegation.
But maybe next time.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
possibility.
Next
when
February.
she
You can do the
actually
second
watches
draft,
all
second
of
draft.
it.
we haven't
Yeah.
Second
really
draft,
able
of
to
course.
draft,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna go real quick.
Try-
You
try
could.
this.
Okay, go ahead.
So, y'all know,
I know.
I just started watching this. Hate the dialogue, but guess what? My man is a black man. His name is Trevor Belmont.
Yes! It's a yes for me.
Season 1, yes. Sequel,
All
his
seasons.
great grandson. What the heck happened? But
Yeah, I
you
don't
got me
I-
at Trevor.
Trust me, bro.
Bro, the coolest man under the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Gives
Bro,
no
we,
fucks.
we literally had 4 episodes on, and he was just like,
He's
"Yo,
like,
this
this is my
man
guy.
is a nigga."
Right.
Every episode, I was like, look at him. Look
Yeah.
at him. He is a black man. You can't really tell him anything.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna
He don't
do his
care.
things his way.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want. Guess what?
His ancestry was just
I don't care.
destroyed,
Right.
basically.
Yeah.
So, my man
Familiar.
Trev
My man was waiting in the
Trevor
waters.
B.
man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
is a black man.
It's yes. Belmont, he Haitian.
Okay.
He's French.
We can roll.
It's a yay
I'll
for
roll.
me.
Yeah.
Waiting
I'm
that
rolling.
liquor.
You already
man.
know.
Just saying.
And they're about to tie that Haitian bloodline. First of all, by the way, Nocturne, I'm glad they didn't have any real Haitian voice actors because she was really calling on an actual deity in Haiti.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't repeat it out loud because, bitch, I'm Haitian. I might summon somebody in the kitchen. Like,
wow,
no.
gotcha.
I know who. So we haven't
yeah.
started Naruto yet, but we do.
I
do know the
finished
plot.
it.
It's
No,
really
he has.
I finished
And
it.
we're gonna jump. I know
Yeah.
the
It's
plot,
so good.
that's
But I'm like,
interesting.
I like how they actually use real Haitian culture in it. And I appreciate it. But I'm like, y'all keep them Black American actors. Don't get no real Haitians in. Y'all gonna conjure some shit in the fucking. Y'all asking niggas to open barriers and shit? Okay, walk on judge. Walk on judge. You don't want to meet George. You don't want to meet George.
So we all saying to this?
Oh, yeah.
That was
for
good.
Trevor
Solid.
Belmont.
Damn.
All day.
Man, Trevor.
First unanimous decision
To be a
Look
nigga.
on that.
Yeah.
OD. All right. This was tough. I had 2 top ones I wanted to do, but
If you want, we'll name our delegates at the end. That who we was going to put on.
okay. We can always do it in part 2.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
definitely.
So you know who it got to be, man.
Who got to be?
Aaron Yeager, bro.
No.
Yes,
No.
thank you. No
No.
fucking way.
No, like,
Um,
I'm sorry. That was my gut reaction. I will listen to what you have to
No.
say. Maybe you will change my mind. I will listen.
Aaron Yeager.
Go for it.
you gotta sell it.
Yeah,
I know, right?
go for it.
Aaron Yeager
Mm.
was passed down nothing but tragedy
Mm-hmm.
and did everything in his power to prevent this tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
Had to go through basically, let's just say,
A lot of trauma.
200 years of slavery
Mm-hmm.
in his
PTSD.
mind all over again,
Oh, wow.
and decided to become the anti-hero in order to come up with his best solution,
Mm-hmm.
and just wanted to protect his own people.
Okay, relatable on paper.
If you
On
see
paper.
it,
He's
Yeah,
skipping
if you
out a
see
lot
it,
of
if
details.
you
I
see
am
it,
skipping a lot
He's
because it's
skipping
a
lot of
lot.
details.
What
if
is
you
it?
I can't give you so
Because
much.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on
that's
Titan.
why.
Yeah, if you
I
see it's a
can't
whole
give so
different
much,
vibe.
but it's a lot. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like at the end of the day, the
I'm reading the
man,
room. They don't
the
like
man,
that.
it was either I could sit down and shut the fuck up
Mm-hmm.
and let this happen, or I could prevent it or do something about it. He either. It's kind of like a MLK Malcolm X type of mix. Like, yo, I'm
Did you just
MLK
compare
Malcolm
him
X
to
mixed
what?
for Aaron Yeager. Are you out your fucking
I'm
mind?
not comparing them. I'm just saying
I
the
think-
idea of action
You're
Yeah.
bugging.
and the idea
sorry.
That's
of
a different type of action.
I'm sorry.
That's a different type of
Yeah.
action. I gotta cut you off right there.
Yeah, nah,
the
you
man
wild.
said everybody outside the walls ain't my peoples.
Yeah.
Let's stick to the people that's in
It's that
between the
extremist
walls.
notion at the very end. I understand where you're coming from with like thinking about Malcolm X only with the Nation of Islam, where it was us
Or
versus
Black
them.
Panther.
Yeah, that's a more positive one.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say
just
that's
the way
way more
that
positive.
thinking about how his end came about. It's the exact same story as Malcolm X's tragic end
Yeah.
that people are like circulating. So I understand. Try and sell me still, please.
Yeah.
You're
'Cause
not
here's the thing.
I don't want to go
I
too
feel.
fast.
I feel the thing too. The reason why it's hard to sell is not just because of just because there's obviously details we can't get into.
Mm-hmm.
But when I think of Aaron Yeager, just off of name alone and him as a character, I think more lines of like German inspired or
Yeah,
more or
for
less
sure.
like for Jewish kind of like in that
Mhm,
encampment
mhm.
type thing. So
But
when
that wouldn't that be out if you were to do that, then you would rather say Zeke than Aaron in any day.
I'll say Aaron as well.
In Hitler type of logic?
Aaron actually graduated to
Yeah.
Hitler, if we're gonna
Okay.
say the name on the past. Odd.
Mhm.
I think
mean,
of
you
the
could just-
ethnic cleansing that happened. I think about the experimentation on humans. I think about like
Oh, that guy, the dog girl.
no,
No,
that's
no,
Full
I'm
Metal
not.
Alchemist. That's Full Metal Alchemist. I'm also thinking about the
If you would have
cannibalism.
said him, that'd be wild. We would have.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
no, never.
I'm
Shoe-
thinking about
Shoe
the
Tucker's
cannibalism of
his
the human
name.
body and like with black
Mhm.
bodies. So like I can see the aspects of how we can insert our story into his.
Mhm.
And I can understand why you think that him choosing to become the anti-hero to bear the burden. I get it.
But I'm not selling you.
It I will hold out until the very end. Somebody
It's a yay
else.
for
Well,
me.
You haven't even seen
Yeah,
Exactly. I support you.
If you would have seen this, you would have.
You would have been like, no.
You would make a
You
TikTok.
have to
like-
go a long way to get
You
there.
make a
Yeah.
PSA TikTok to that. I was.
I would
on
like
the-
to
my
retract my
2020. I would like to
Hey,
retract
if you
my
retract it
statement.
later, you retract it later.
Okay, but I got you for now, homie.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I'm not rolling.
My good friend is gonna be a Nathan Yeager.
Dang. Read the room.
that was a very
Yikes.
controversial character, man.
Yeah, man.
Jaeger.
Aaron
Is he,
Yeager.
is he German?
It sounds
It's
sounds
it
like
is a
it's
German
it's
Nazi.
inspired that way.
Yeah.
Like a Nazi vibe?
Not Nazi. Nah,
the
nah,
cleansing
nah.
part at the very
There's
end.
there's
Doesn't
Yeah.
start that way.
Doesn't
Doesn't.
start that way.
Definitely
No.
doesn't start that way.
He's
Who's
the
your
Hitler.
second guy?
Anyway.
Who's my second guy?
Yeah, who's your other
see who's
delegate?
else.
Benny Morrow.
Benny Morrow from.
Wow.
Slime.
Oh, Slime.
Oh.
Wow. Yes.
Aw.
Yes, for Benny Morrow. Yes.
You see how tough it was?
Yes.
Like, it's too top
Got
notch.
Do you want to say your third, or did you didn't have a third?
Third was. I'm sorry, yeah.
That's cool. Trav, you have a second? We wrapping up, but I just want to.
Who was it?
Hikamaru from Dororo.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can see why.
I
He has
had-
been through so much trauma just as much as Eren Yeager with his PTSD, but it's
Yeah.
like, man, it's had
He
everything taken from
pinpointed
him.
it.
Mhm.
He
Yeah,
just
Eren-
focused on one little
That
thing.
reminds me of Afro Samurai with just the focus.
Mhm.
The focus.
Yeah, so.
I had Yemi.
Yami
From,
from.
Yami
Oh,
from,
Yami. Yeah, he's black.
Clover.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
black.
Ooh, I
He's the
love it.
outsider. He's technically
Yeah.
Japanese, and they're all
Yeah.
different Asian. And he's brought in. So yeah,
You know,
Yami.
Yami's my second type of nerd that I like because he's like that strong, quiet type. My boyfriend's face.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
Yo,
But
bro.
I'm like, but he's not in the mix too much. He's laid back. I like a laid.
He's
Anybody-
always in the
laid back.
bathroom.
Ain't anybody that can
A
Nobody
laid
like
back
that.
who could be like, all right, like and fuck shit up when it's
if you
time,
could
when it's
fight
ready.
with a cigarette in your mouth and
Yeah.
keep
That's
it in
him.
your mouth,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
I'm sold.
I love Yami.
And then what's his name?
And he's so
from,
oblivious too.
JJK Hikari.
Okari, yeah.
Hikari.
Akari from JJK.
I thought you would have said Toji.
Yeah.
I
can
could
see
swear you
that
were
way
gonna say
too,
Toji.
but
Yeah.
nah,
I could see
Nah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, real quick, mine too was this was hard because in this anime I feel like everyone is black.
Mhm.
But if I thought about it, I specifically put down as a delegate Jolene Cujo, who is JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reason why I picked her is just
Wait,
off.
which Avengers? Which one?
That's
Isn't that prison?
that's the
Ocean?
prison one. I'm trying to
Yeah.
think of the actual.
I didn't watch that one.
Yeah, that's Jotaro's daughter.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right. And can't get but I put her because just off of the strength of like coming from because JoJo wasn't in her life.
Mhm.
Misled by a guy that she thought she loved.
Aw. Grim.
Had to spend basically her years in her last real years in prison.
Mhm.
Still trying to overcome that.
Mhm.
Had a stand that was like kind of broken.
Mhm.
And I read the manga, so I don't want to spoil
okay,
anything
okay.
here. So, but yeah, if you read the manga, you know that Jolene basically started from here and ends up doing something here for her dad that ultimately paid the price. But
Mhm.
Yikes.
yeah, and the third one was going to be Hibi no Kafka from Kaiju number 8. But
Oh,
yeah.
Kafka?
Interesting.
Kafka,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
just because he's the oldest person there. Despite he has the pseudo pro tag.
Mhm.
I had got infected. Now I'm the superpower person. He still put his
Character's
all.
still the same.
It's still the same. Never falters. Never gives up, despite the fact failing year after year.
Right.
It just shows
Mm.
that grit, that commitment
Mm.
that more of us in the black community continue to do and will continue to do in these hard times.
Mhm.
Amen.
Okay.
Yes.
Amen to that.
Okay.
That's
All
a
right,
good way to end
Pastor.
it, yeah.
So
Yes,
Aaron,
that's how you
so
close
Aaron's
the
not in
segment.
it.
No.
right?
No,
I'm sorry. No,
it's
after
not
all that,
happening.
Just
no.
wanted to know.
You hear all the
You
positivity.
really thought.
No.
Hey
Damn.
man,
Sorry.
I
Fights
know
for
we
the
need
people.
extremists, but no.
Yeah,
Fights
that's
for his
great.
people.
It's
bro.
over. It's over.
Oh, that's a good question. Would you do it?
Would you do what he
You
did?
did?
Would you do the rumbling, or would you live peacefully with Mikasa and die?
Is that the
So the
revelation?
rumbling is the big revelation where after he achieves like the ultimate power of the final like Titan, he then says like, okay, I need all the times I can like activate to destroy the world and restart over.
Okay.
But he's seen into the future. He knows that his plan is going to fail somehow. He just is like trying to like
Make it a
put
little bit
things
easier.
in,
Oh,
put things
okay.
into place so that way, if his loss does happen, it could be a victory for mankind.
I wish you
Some
watched it
Magneto
because
shit.
Grand
Yeah.
Rising King.
Nah, not at
That-
all.
I could
Nah,
see
nah,
him
nah,
doing.
nah.
I could
Nah,
see the
nah,
characters
nah.
doing.
I like how
that.
you're trying to fight for
I
it,
like how
but
you're trying
nah.
to sell it.
I'm
but-
just
Yeah.
saying
No,
when
bro.
boy
It's
convinced
okay.
his father to end the family.
Can't win them all.
That's
Yeah.
horrible.
The way he talked to his
Can't
father,
leave
I was
him.
like, what?
Bro.
It's like,
It's gaslighting to the max.
It was
It's very
rough.
gaslighting.
but it was
Mhm.
amazing.
It was rough. I was like, nah, you lost me, Aaron. You
Mhm.
got that scene.
My aunt died from a dog, bro. Like how?
Nah, bro. Nope.
Like I need my reparations,
Nope,
man.
nope, I see what you're trying to do.
I see.
Okay.
Am
Nah.
I wrong though?
Yes, you
Well,
are wrong.
ladies and
All right.
gentlemen,
So basically, we had a great podcast.
yes,
Yeah. you
Great
sure did.
It was
Black delegation racial draft.
we want to
Yeah.
thank
for volume
Passenger
1.
Seat Parley. Ooh, excuse me. No, Passenger
Yeah,
Seat
you're right,
Parlay.
you're right.
Yeah, I'm bugging. Passenger Seat Parley. I'm like, why am I feeling like I said it wrong? But we want to thank y'all for joining us, and also hope to see y'all again and collab with y'all more.
Facts.
Yes, thank you for
Yeah.
having us.
Definitely.
Anything y'all want to
Thank
shout
you.
out, to follow? Anything that's
Yes,
coming up,
Passenger Seat Parlay is coming season 2, spring 2025. We're having multi-segments, new visuals, and yeah, Blerdy Couple Things is gonna make things a little bit more interesting. And you guys are definitely invited to come on.
Heck yeah.
Because we're gonna talk about how y'all was trying to hate on Vegeta being. We're gonna let it go. I'm not gonna forget, but we're gonna let it go.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I look forward to linking up with you guys at the next Sexy Nerds party.
Yep.
Be on the
Yeah.
lookout for that. You might see some little behind the scenes collab between us
Yeah.
two. But yeah,
March 15th, right?
March
Yes,
15th.
yeah,
We'll be
man.
outside.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
We'll make sure to post y'all socials and stuff like that. We'll
Yeah, for
obviously
sure.
collab, and
Mhm.
thank
Oh,
y'all so
wow.
much for being
Yeah.
here. For
Really
being here with us.
appreciate
We
it.
really do
I
appreciate
appreciate
it.
y'all
Thank you for
having
having
humble
us. This was a
Yeah,
great
I think I like our
conversation.
first guest on SubVsDub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
It's hard to
Thank
get anime
you,
people to
thank
come
you.
up here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Like, people need to know that we exist because there's more of us just hidden in the
Yeah.
shadows of our rooms watching
Yeah.
anime all day.
That's a
Like, come
fact.
outside. We cool. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Thank y'all,
Yeah.
and we appreciate y'all being with us. Follow us on our socials also, and also our Discord is finally up. Please join us. We'll post that on description as well.
Yep.
And just keep following us, and we will be back with more contact. Y'all take
Yes.
it easy.
All right, bye.
Yeah.